following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hey, hello. Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. I don't want to lose my head. I hope everybody's doing well today. We got a great show for you. Ron will be here in a minute. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I can't walk to go find him, and I'm sure he'll figure out that the show started. I hollered for him. So hope everybody's going well. We have Joseph Kelly coming on from Clown Motel. I think Gino Alfonso, who's the director of the new film Compatible, that's also done with Joseph Kelly. And then we have actress Tracy Burr coming on. We met her at the event that we went to on Wednesday night, the Harley Wallen film Ash and Bone, which we had a great time, and we'll tell you all about it in a minute. Hope the chat room is doing well. It's just starting to people come in now. What's up? Backpack John is in the chat room, and Don Hinton is in the chat room, ready and disabled. I hope things get better, Don, and everything is going very well. I can't scream for Ron, so we'll just have to wait and see if he shows up. But anyway, so we went to Ash and Bone on Wednesday night in L.A. It was the premiere for Harley Wallen and Katie Wallen. It was actually a really good movie. It didn't have like a lot of gore or anything. It was just a thriller, really, a scary thriller. It comes out, I believe, on October 14th worldwide. You guys will love it. And we had a lot of fun with all the people there. TJ Storm was there. Jan Birch was there. Mel Novak was there. I almost have to look at my pictures on Facebook, but we had a really good time, and then we all went and ate afterwards. And I highly recommend the film for everybody to go see, because it's Harley and Katie Wallen, and it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, B joined us too. Hey, B. B's in Germany. You guys say hi to B. Should be a lot of fun. I guess while we're waiting for Ron to come too, we can do some of our commercial stuff and get it out of the way early. So you can hear our show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Last week's show did really well. Actually, the last three shows have done really, really well, about 10 million plays, I think, between the three of them. So we want to thank everybody who's tuning in. And you can hear us every week on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, Amazon Prime, and SoundCloud. And now I'm putting the some shows on behind. I haven't had them up on YouTube. So I put some of the new shows up on YouTube. So hopefully you guys can see them on our channel. You can look it up by going to YouTube and just plugging in the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Yay! Who's Livid Media? I'm not sure who that is. Oh, Livid Media, whoever you are in the chat room, hello and welcome to the show. Should be a lot of fun today. It's Halloween, you guys. I'm loving it. Hopefully you guys saw my videos. Ron gave me some early birthday presents. There was a big mummy. A mummy that's eyes blink and light up and everything is very cool. And I also got a talking Chucky, which I should have brought in here. But I didn't. And then you can see this is behind us now. If you look behind us, that's my Batman Batmobile collection. I have a whole bunch of them. Most of them are autographed. And then if you go up higher, that Jimmy Star Show sign is in the way. Let's see. You can see, let's see. Can I go any higher? Not really. You can see, there we go. Tom Savini, Pinhead, Freddy Krueger, Kiss, Trick or Treat, the Sidestepper for Hocus Pocus 2. Billy, whatever his name is. There's Chucky, Freddy, and Michael Myers. And then over here on this side over here, this is all like Hellraiser stuff signed by Doug Bradley, who he gave to me because I used to hang out with him a lot at conventions, and it was a lot of fun. Good job, Juan. Oh, everybody can see it. So also, who's Ken? Ken has joined us in the chat room. So hi, Ken. I'm not sure who Ken is, but hi, Livid Media. Hi, Backpack John. Everybody, it'll be a lot of fun. Bring on the dolls, Don says. So I do have a bunch of them. Most of these are actually autographed too, so it's a lot of fun. This one's This one over here is autographed by Robert Pattinson. This one's by Ben Affleck. I have a Batmobile. This Batmobile signed by Ben Affleck when he was the Batman. So they're all kind of like fun, and I love my collection. It makes me super happy. So it's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Sam's for. Oh yeah, Trick or Treat 2 is coming out. You're right, Don. Trick or Treat 2 is going to be coming out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I guess they're just in talks with it. And next week on the show, we have the guy who played Pinhead in Hellraiser Revelations coming on. So it should be a lot of fun with that. And Ken is Livid Media Director, Ken Ace Brewer. Oh, I know Ken. Hey, Ken. Thanks so much for tuning in. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to play a music video real quick so I can go find out what Ron's doing. And so let's play. What are we going to play? Let's play Young Zuck, Let It Go, you guys. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go find out what Ron's doing. All right. Enjoy Young Zuck, Let It Go. And I'm going to go get Ron.
Don't tell me let it go. Yeah, woke up on a Sunday, thinking it was Monday. Can't remember last night, I just remember one day. Like a model on the runway, searching for the one thing. I'm just trying to kick back and maybe have a fun day. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Like a model on the runway, searching for the one thing. Can't remember last night, but I know it was a fun day. Woke up on a Sunday, thinking it was Monday. I wanna do it all again. Remember just that one day. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Don't tell me let it go. I did ditch you 'cause I had to get my time right. Feeling so good, see my pictures on the spotlight. You know it's through, you messed up too. Whenever you call, it's not going through. And now we're rocking at the show up in the nighttime. Feeling so blessed, like an ivy from the lifeline. I'm up past 2, I'm all drunk too. And that's just the truth. I woke up on a Sunday, thinking it was Monday. Can't remember last night, I remember one thing. Model on the runway, searching for the one thing. I'm just trying to kick back and maybe have a fun day. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Don't tell me let it. Heart overload, heart made it go. Play my cards right, yeah, I will never fold. Gotta let it go, but you won't let me go. Baby, there's no faking, let my true emotions show. Trying to balance thoughts, put me in a different place. Find myself from being lost, I'm on the straightaway. Now I'm on the coast, chilling in another state. Cheers, let's make a toast. I woke up on a Sunday, thinking it was Monday. Can't remember last night, I remember one thing. Model on the runway, searching for the one thing. I'm just trying to kick back and maybe have a fun day. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Don't tell me let it go. On the road, at the show, just for show. When you're only feeling down, you let me know. Don't tell me let it.
Hey ho, hey ho! What's up, everybody? Ron is here, our cool, outrageous man about town co-host. He got stuck in the bedroom.
I was a prisoner. Jimmy held me prisoner in our bedroom. Could that make a saucy little story? No. You know, all the clothing that we have from the dressing room, bathroom can't be in that room because the men are working with plaster and boards and junk. So all those clothes had to go in the bedroom on rolling racks. Well, one of the rolling racks got jammed as I pushed it into the living room, and I was unable to get into the foyer, to get into the living room to come on this show. So better late than never, right? Better late than never.
And they're saying our bathroom will be done sometime by the end of the month. So
and
we
you know
still
what?
have 3 more
you know
weeks
what,
to go.
folks? You know what, folks? If somebody came into my house and said, Ron, we will redecorate, rebuild, whatever you want for free, I would throw them out. I wouldn't go through this disgusting mess. My jackets, my pants, white dust on it. I just took a load of stuff off of a chair. There was plaster, chunks of the floor when he broke up the tile in my clothes. How the hell did those things fly in the bedroom?
Yeah,
You know,
we
workers
keep the
today are
bathroom
not,
closed.
they're not very clean, some of these workers. They really just, my dress is covered in white. Our vanity in the bathroom, you can't see it. It looks like it's gray because it's all covered in white. I mean, years ago, they used to cover your furniture when they work. Now they just come in, they blow things up, dirt flies all over. They don't give a frig.
Show Dawn your watch.
Oh, my watch, I'm wearing
Oh,
Halloween.
it's orange too. It's
For
Halloween.
Halloween colors. The thing is in the way. You see my
My Halloween
Halloween
shirt.
shirt? A witch. Woo! I'm going to wear Halloween clothes
Yes to the shirt. Dawn
for
likes
the whole
it.
month. Astro just came because he's like my witch. Look at him. Woo! Do a spell.
he's black.
Do a spell, Astro. Make prices of cream cheese go down. $8. All right. I'm in the supermarket ready to buy a tub of this big of cream cheese, which I shouldn't have anyway because it clogs your vessels. It's not good for you. And I look at the price and it was $7.49 or 48 for cream cheese. That years ago was one of the cheapest thing you ever bought. When people were poor, when people were poor, they had bagels with cream cheese. And that was like a big deal treat. And you could get cream cheese back when I was young for maybe like 29, 30 cents a square, you know. $8 for cream
Well,
cheese.
pre-pandemic, I think it was about $4.
Well, now it's 8. So I'm not eating cream cheese because one, it's not good for me. It could clog my pipes again. I don't want to go through that open heart thing. So, okay. Today, as I posted on Facebook, if you don't earn $150,000 a year, you're in trouble because your rent is anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000. Your home buying is anywhere from $850,000 to $1.2 million. Cars, $80,000. I mean, whoever thought that Jimmy would buy an $85,000 car? $85,000 to me was a wonderful house in Huntington, Long Island, a mansion. No, $85,000 in Huntington. Huntington is a very exclusive town.
So you have to
on
tell
Long
people how
Island.
long ago you're talking about.
I'm talking 30, 40 years ago, but still, I mean, such inflation. I mean, you know, I had a 1963 Thunderbird convertible. It was $4,600. I'm looking for one now because I collect old cars, and they're up about $45,000 or $50,000, depending on the condition. Of course, I'm not going to buy one. But just to show you how life is so much more difficult today. Years ago, I lived very well. I had a wife, 2 children, a beautiful home with a swimming pool, a Cadillac, a Mustang. I mean, we lived on Long Island. We lived well. And I don't think I earned $40,000 a year.
No.
I don't, maybe 35,000. I don't even, maybe it was like nothing. Today, 35,000 a year. Not even welfare. I mean, anybody out there that
terrible.
only earns 35,000 a year, my heart goes out to you. How do you survive? How do you eat? How do you buy clothes? How do you buy gasoline, which is now in Palm Springs almost $7 a gallon? Because we use the premium. Of course, the Mercedes takes premium. It doesn't take cheap gas. Okay, enough bitching, complaining.
No, but
Halloween
it's
is
true.
coming.
Hang on, though. It's true because I read this thing on Facebook that at a minimum, it's $7,500 a year more to live now than it was 2 years ago.
And 3 years ago is not that long ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago is very short time ago.
I grew up, though, in a beautiful house. My parents bought the house for $30,000 in West Palm Beach, Florida, across from the Intercoastal, 3 bedrooms on a huge lot. You know, beautiful, beautiful like house. And nowadays it's probably like $4 million or something. But it's unbelievable how much it costs to live today. I think, and it needs to go back down again.
Well, never will go down. I posted today my address. I lived at 3366 11th Street in Astoria, New York. My parents bought the house that I grew up in as an adult teenager right after the Second World War. They paid $3,500, $3,500. They had a mortgage of $35 a month. That house sold recently, because I looked it up, for $1.2 million. I gave you the address. Type it in. You'll see the house I grew up in that my father made beautiful from a dump that it was. When they bought it, the house was caving in the middle, and the guy that owned it was scared to death because my parents rented it. And my father said, it's going to cost you this amount, that amount to fix it. The guy said, Benny, take it off my hands. And he sold it to my father for $3,500. My father immediately got cinder block and built an entire lower structure and jacked up the house and made it stable, and then remodeled it, made it very 1950s, mid-century modern, which I hated, and my mother hated, but he wanted to be modern. Well, that little house, which is maybe 13 or 1400 square feet, if even, sold for $1.2 something million. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Imagine if I would have kept that house all these years. But who the hell wants to live in Astoria across the street from a gas station?
Nowadays.
Now, when I moved
That's
there, it
funny.
was beautiful. It was country. The people next door had goats. The Meninos, that was their name, the Menino family. And they had a big backyard with a big shed. And they raised goats. And I remember as a little kid, the damn goats used to chase me down the road. Oh, they were nasty, those goats. They'd come to buck you. And then I found out that the reason that they raised goats was they sold them to people who killed them and ate them. I've never eaten goat, never will eat a goat. Sad about the story. But back in those days, Astoria was across the street, down the road was a lake, hills. It was all country. Then suddenly factories started moving in, and it became industrial because of the war. Down the block from where we lived was the biggest manufacturer of bullets for the war, ammunition factory. And we used to worry about the factory blowing up because they said if that factory ever blew up, it could blow up like a 10-block radius. And we were living in that 10-block radius. So I grew up with the fear of the munitions plant blowing up. And then later on, an atomic war at school, we ducked under the desks like that's going to help if a nuclear bomb hit New York. But we went along with it. But it terrorized the kids. Me, I was always a little nuts. And I thought of it as theater. So when the teacher used to yell out, quickly under your desks, I did it so well because I was performing. I was pretending that the school was going to blow up, and this teacher who I just liked blew up into millions of pieces. So it was soothing.
B. Claudia says that she eats bread and butter and lives in a tent. She's a social worker, so they don't get paid. And that now she lives in a flat, and it would fit under our dining room table.
She was living in a tent?
No, she's joking.
Oh, joking. God
She
forbid.
lives in a flat, but she said that, she lives in a flat, but without a double income. Like, it's very expensive to live.
No, I know.
We love you,
Listen,
B, too.
Very famous friends of mine, a husband and wife, I will not give their names, has rented a 2-bedroom apartment in Encino, California for $6,500 a month. $6,500 a month. Excuse me, I got snots.
I don't know how you that. That's like a lot of money.
Well, they wanted to be in Encino because he's on a soap opera and he works close by, so he can walk to work. But $6,500 a month for rent?
Most people don't make that in the whole
No,
year.
it's ludicrous. I mean, they could be living years ago in a gorgeous home, a mortgage. No, it's gotten out of hand. And the thing that pisses me off is nobody wants to use the word inflation, because if you do, you're anti-American. In other words, we no longer can complain as American citizens if we don't like our government. If we don't like what our government's doing to us, we are told to shut up, or you will be
Banned from Facebook.
Yeah, well, no, you will be audited by the government, and you will be considered a terrorist or anti-American if you complain about what's going on now with all the issues that we all know of.
All right, so
Now, I don't want to get political.
now we can't get political anyway.
But
so.
I just wanted to say that because, everybody out there, we do all this flip shit. We're like all gay and happy and fun. But you know what? In the real world, there are people out there suffering, and suffering big time. And that breaks my heart. Because if tomorrow I won trillions of dollars, I would certainly help the homeless, the poor, the struggling. Not the phony creeps that are trying to rip me off, but the sincere people. A woman who is divorced with 2 children and lives in the street with her children.
Absolutely. So we want to welcome
In
Teresa-
America, wait a minute, just let me say one final thing, because now that I'm preaching. In America, this shouldn't happen. America was always told streets of gold. America, everybody gets rich. Everybody lives well. No. We have people here now.
No, now it used to be that way.
Used to be. We have people here now that came here from foreign countries with the hopes of finding that street of gold, and all they found was that street to live on.
No, it's terrible because back in the day, my dad worked. My mom didn't work. She stayed home and raised the kids. And you could do that. And we lived in a beautiful house, and we weren't rich by any means. We were middle class. So
we had one car, my sister and myself, my mother and my father, and my grandmother.
So say hi to Teresa, and we're going to bring in Joe Kelly.
Teresa,
hey, Teresa Sabin, what's up? She joined us in the chat room.
I know 3 Teresas.
Oh, Teresa Sabin's in the chat room. Welcome, Teresa. And let's bring on Joseph Kelly.
Oh.
Hey!
Hey, guys. What's up?
How you doing?
Good. Talking politics, are you?
Well,
not really, but just a little bit.
Well, I wanted to get good before I got bad. What's with the wings behind you, Joey?
He didn't send that picture. I picked that picture.
Well, it really is misrepresentation because Joe Kelly is the lady killer of Hollywood. Every broad wants to go out with him, and I warn them. I say, listen, he'll go out with you for a month or two, and then your history. And then they come to you, they say, I should have listened to you. You're right. He's stunning. He's 6'4". He's gorgeous. The most beautiful.
Are you really 6'4"?
Yeah.
6'3", 6'3 and a half.
Well, look,
Okay, close enough.
Add an inch everywhere makes it happier.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but anyway, Joe is sweet, kind, wonderful, good-natured, gentle, and every woman wants to baby him. They all want to cuddle him. I know a couple of gay guys that would like to do more than that.
A couple of dead guys.
No, gay guys.
Gay guys.
He says he's tall.
They really don't give a shit about cuddling you. They have other thoughts.
He's tall and stunning and extremely handsome, they say in the chat room. So first of all, let's introduce him.
I don't want him to get a big head because I think he stinks anyway.
Oh,
listen, I love him. Joe happens to have a unique talent of funding film. He funds all his films because he's a genius and a brilliant man. As far as his productions go, I make fun of them, but I love them. And the people that see them love them. Clown Motel 2, I found to be better. And Joe, no bullshit, I don't lie. Get that down. We're not doing that yet. Yes. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, that's good. No, do it. That's good.
I actually just got these last night.
I'm giving you such a compliment, you're going to get an erection from it. Now, listen.
It's too late.
We watched Hocus Pocus 2. And I said to Jimmy, Clown Motel is better. And I enjoyed it more. And it didn't cost $28 million. Joey, question is, what in the hell would you do with $28 million?
I'd probably divide it up and make 10 different films, 5 different films,
Big
make
films.
them $1 million, $2 million films each. That's what Blumhouse does.
Yes.
So
you could make like $28 million films.
yeah, 28. That's good.
You know what? Some horror films go a little too far for me. They're a little too gory and disgusting, and I don't enjoy them. Listen, I work for Joe out of friendship. And I'm not bragging, I get a lot of scripts, as we all do, where they would like me to play in a horror movie, and I decline because I don't want the reputation of being a horror actor, because I'm hoping that before I die, I'll be someplace better. Well, not better, but
Different.
bigger, different.
Different.
I read Joe's scripts, and I find them campy, scary, enjoyable, interesting, and well done. And that's how I feel about Clown Motel 2.
Which, is that a Blu-ray that you just put up?
That is, yes.
And I would suggest all of you have a Motel 2 party. Invite your friends over
and watch it.
And have some hors d'oeuvres and drinks and stuff. Get a little buzzed and laugh your ass off because a lot of it's funny. Right, Joe? There's a lot of funny stuff in there that happens in a horrible way. And the storyline is a little corny, a little prosaic maybe. We've seen it 1,000 times, but it's a good storyline. And there are young people out there that don't know that storyline. And then, of course, the ending is really the hoot of hoots and the best of bests. I love the ending. And I'm happy to say, and this is not because I bullshit Joe, that I will be in Clown Motel Revisited, is it?
Which one?
The new one. What is it called?
Oh, Clowny.
No, the new Clown Motel one that won't come out.
Oh, Clown Motel 2, Death Do Us Part?
No, the third one. What's
the third one?
So it's a working title, but 3 Ways to Hell.
3 Ways to Hell.
And I still play General Milan, right?
Yeah.
But I can't get killed. I can't get killed because I play him again in Motel 2. So I know I don't get killed in that movie.
Yeah,
Is it
so
a
it's
prequel? Is that a prequel? Is it going to be a prequel?
no, so it's going to be a sequel, and that's actually going to be my last sequel too.
Okay.
For the Motel franchise. I might do a prequel in the future, but that might be 10 years down the line. Take a break, from a bit.
From the Clown Motel 2.
Well, I
From
think
the clowns.
Clowny is going to be a hit. I like how you're doing.
So what's he going to
You
show us?
want to show us a ceiling?
No.
You have a nice ceiling.
Oh, there
So
he's
there's a
editing.
shot of you guys.
There's you. There's you and Clowny.
Oh.
He's editing.
Screw me. I hate
Yeah,
these. I don't like.
Oh, that's so cool though. Are you editing it?
I am, yes.
Clowny is a very good movie because what's his name? Is such a good actor.
Mark Hoadley's the lead actor.
Oh, my friend. What's his name?
Oh, John is in it.
Mark Hoadley. Jesus, Mark, excuse me for forgetting your name. Mark Hoadley was in a Churchill film. The film was not so great, but Mark was out of this world. I was there when they were shooting it. Mark Hoadley was tied up and being tortured. He gave a performance so realistic and so terrific that I said to Jimmy, if he doesn't win an award, I'll eat my hat. Well, I no longer have a hat because he did not win an award, and Churchill barely gave him any credit for his great performance. And I thought that was so unfair because Mark Hoadley is a damn good actor. In this movie, Clowny, Mark plays my son-in-law, and he did it superbly. Working with him is easy. He knows his lines like I know mine. Don't say a word, Joe. I'll smack your face. By the way, well, Meryl Streep, and Robert De Niro use it. Why can't I?
So you guys in
I'm
Clowny,
older than them.
in Clowny, you guys. So like they shot a scene with Donna Lee Heising and Ron in the car. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but
I'm dying.
in
to
the
see it.
meantime,
No, I'm going to tell what happened.
I took a hang on, no, because he might not want anybody to know. I just
no.
wanna- I
not
took a
giving you-
picture. I took a picture though of what they looked like in the car, lit up, and I never put it out on social media because it's like kind of like a behind the scenes, and I didn't know if you would want it out. So I'll send it to you, and when you tell
I
me, we can
believe
put it
in
out. But it's
pre-publicity.
awesome.
sells everything.
It's like the greatest picture ever. And you guys, when they were doing their thing, I was in the back of the car with Joe and Dave Bailey.
Dave
I think
Bailey.
Dave Bailey, and we got out of the car, and just to let you know, I fucking threw up all over the place.
No, listen.
Yeah,
I got car sick.
I'm a method.
Oh, there
actor.
you go. That scene.
Wait.
Yes, I have a good picture of that.
I'm a method actor. If it ain't real, it ain't work, right? Right, Joseph? If it's not real,
Yeah,
it
she was
doesn't
scared
work.
as shit.
So she had no idea.
She was scared as shit.
He said to me, "You're skidding on ice." Well, usually the CGI does the skidding. No, I'm a method actor. I got the did this and this. I made that car almost go do wheelies. She was screaming for real. Joe was mortified. Dave had a nervous breakdown, and Jimmy was puking. So I cannot wait for everybody out there to buy this video just to see that scene, because that scene has got to be the most realistic scene ever shot.
And you're gonna share a teaser trailer, right, for that soon?
I can't wait.
I'm hoping to release it this weekend, so that's our plan. A lot of work.
But
to do.
Joseph, you know I believe in pre-publicity. All this nonsense of today where you're not allowed to talk about a film. Then when the film comes out, nobody talks about it. And they put their finger up their ass and say, gee, I wonder why it didn't sell. You know
Yeah.
why? Anticipation sells. Right now, I've got 5 million people that just heard me say, you've got to see this car scene. It's fabulous. Now they're curious. People have curiosity. And they're going to buy your film to see me and Mark and the other, or everybody. Yeah, everybody.
Mike Stack,
Everybody was
wonderful.
wonderful in this film.
Al Burke too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everybody's in it.
I
So,
enjoyed this film. I really did.
Let's go back to Clown Motel 2. So tell people where they can get Clown Motel 2. Right now it's on your website, right? Which is what?
It's on our website, A Shadow in the Dark production, and also Amazon for VOD and digital sales. And I think you guys are the first to know this. We got selected to Apple TV, so that'll be live in a few days probably. Yeah, we'll be on many more platforms.
Yeah, Apple TV, it's like Netflix.
Meaning the supermarket and the Apple machine?
No, Apple is like my computer's Apple. We
You
watch.
mean like YouTube?
Yeah, it's like not
No,
YouTube.
It's like a VOD
It's
platform.
It's like
No,
Netflix.
there's a lot of old bags out there like me that don't understand what the
It's
fuck
like
he's talking
Netflix.
about.
Like Netflix.
So Apple is like Netflix. Go
Yes.
look for an Apple, hit it, and look for Motel 2.
Clown
Yeah.
Motel.
Clown Motel 2. How much does it cost to see it? $3?
Right now it's $4.99, I believe.
Not even cream cheese. It's $8. It's more than less.
I
than
know
cream
it's
cheese.
freaking crazy. Milk's like $6. Eggs just like
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Did I ever see it? Oh yeah, I went to the red carpet.
Twice you
What?
said it.
You saw it a
3
few
times. I've
times.
seen it 3 times.
Yeah, I know, but when I come on the screen, I hide. I lower my
well,
eyes
that's okay.
because I can't stand myself on screen. But in the privacy of a media room, I'll watch it because I could throw lemons and oranges at it.
Yeah, that's
When
funny.
I come on, I could throw food.
So hang on, real
Yeah.
quick, Joseph, say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hey guys, how's it going?
They're all very cool and like they're all talking back and forth. And so what I want to do so people can get an idea for Clown Motel 2, I want to play the trailer for it. So I want you to introduce it, and then Juan's going to play the trailer, and then we'll come back and talk about Appetite
and
for Sin
Joseph,
and Clowny. And
Regrettably, unfortunately, we cannot attend your red carpet for the vampire movie. It's Michelle Kanan's big birthday party. And
she's
Michelle,
directing 2 movies for us.
yeah, and she's directing my movie, and she's my dear friend, and so is Sean. So we're obligated to go there because we didn't realize it, but we made that commitment before we got your invite.
I didn't know they were on the same day.
But I will,
Okay.
I will certainly look at your film and review it.
We're going to plug the shit out of it. That's why
Yeah,
we're having
definitely.
So my
Yeah,
being,
and we're actually having a later screening too. So if something works out or cancels, just let me know. You guys are always invited.
Thank you
yeah,
so
no,
much.
only because Michelle and Sean Kanan are very, very close. You know that. They're our dear, dear friends.
Oh yeah.
They're like family. So I couldn't say no to her. It's a big deal for her. She's getting a star put on the Hollywood Walk of Fame
Palm
now
Springs
in
Walk of
Palm
Fame.
Springs.
Oh nice.
Yeah, and it's her birthday. It's an important birthday. And
think
she's
it's
a
her
lovely
50th.
huh?
I think it's her 50th.
50th, yeah. And for a woman, 50 years old is devastating.
So on, let's go
Yeah.
back.
Well, you know, Joe, you've dated some
Halfway
50.
there. Close enough.
Close enough. So
Wait,
Joe,
wait, before we go any further. How's your son who's delightful? Let people
Oh.
know about your son. Tell us about him.
Oh,
a
Gavin,
cute
he's
kid.
great. Yeah, he loved acting. He loved filming with you guys. And yeah,
Tell
I
him
thought
what
the
he said
chemistry was great.
Wait, tell him what he said about the bat.
Oh, yeah. So he gets a baseball bat for Christmas, opens it, and then he's looking at Grandpa Ron Russell and Grandma saying, kill, or what is he saying? Like, kill, kill, kill.
I'm going to kill somebody with this
Yeah,
bat.
and kill someone. Yeah. Like,
And
no,
everyone
Gavin,
knows,
it's Christmas morning. You don't
we
kill
were
anyone.
shooting. We were shooting, and his line was supposed to be, I forgot what his line is, but it wasn't supposed to be, yeah, I'm going to kill
No.
somebody. Well,
He's method actor, I guess.
yeah, so
Yeah.
like me. And Dawn and I cracked up laughing, and it took us at least 10 minutes to settle down to go to reshoot to get it serious, you know.
so
But he's
anyway,
adorable.
so Juan,
No, I want to hear more about his son.
No, we're
So
gonna-
what's he up to?
oh,
Yeah, no, he's just doing school, the usual 10-year-old thing. Going to get him
Does he
into
want to still
sports.
act? Does he still
Oh.
want to act?
I'm not sure. We still have to do 4 dream sequences for this movie. We'll finish it off, and then I'll let him choose if he wants to act or not. But I think he did enjoy it. It was just a lot for him, working 10, 12-hour days.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Don't push him. I hate those
Yeah.
parents that push their kids into what they don't want to do.
Yeah, whatever he wants to do, I'll support it.
I agree.
absolutely.
So why don't you get married and give him a mother?
A few of them, right?
I've got a couple of beautiful blonde actress friends, new ones that I just met. I think you might know some of them. Gorgeous, nice girls. I could fix you up, but I have to tell them take out an insurance policy so
Oh,
when it's broken they could sue you.
Yeah.
The girl we have coming on after you, she's gorgeous.
We met her Wednesday night.
And we
Tracy.
fell in
yeah.
love.
And I actually met her at a premiere before you guys, just a week before, I think.
We fell in love with her. She's the sweetest, nicest girl in the world. If I were you, I would date her in a minute. Make a nice couple because she's tall. She needs a tall guy like you.
Anyway,
Look at the teeth on him. He's
introduce-
such a cute guy. Look at that smile.
introduce.
All the girls, women out there, I bet you they're running their vibrators. Are you girls? You got your vibrators out?
Oh, my gosh. They're like,
He's
yeah.
hot and sexy. You are hot and sexy.
All right, introduce yourself, Clown Motel 2, and why
Okay,
you
cool.
trailer. Let's go.
Cool. I'm director-writer Joseph Kelly, and here's the Clown Motel To Death Do Us Part trailer. Enjoy.
It's been 6 months. Why didn't you find me yet? Where are you, Joe?
We are looking for Sergeant Kelly.
Yeah. It's me, General Milan. Just received new information on Brooke.
So we got a team?
The best.
I feel an entity has entered.
Okay, squad, the outside perimeter is clear.
You have lost me 3 souls. Bring me back those souls while we find the cure.
What kind of sick society wants a human sacrifice?
If we can connect to base, we should be able to see what's going on.
Bring me a pure soul tonight!
We lost it.
It's time to kill! 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 All hail, Angel of Darkness!
Let the transformation begin.
You said the rebirth of their world is every 50 years. And it's 50.
You humans, you don't understand our world. Bye-bye!
The clowns will rise in blood tonight!
Shitty day, clown. Fuck, got stranded on the side of the road, got waterboarded. Sergeant Slaughter shows up and he's like, hey, did you bang my wife? Well, you fucking right, I banged your wife.
I love that Dietrich part at the end. that
This
shit's
film-
And my wife.
This film, I swear to you folks, you know I do not lie. Ron Russell has never been caught in a lie. Well, I don't lie, that's why. This film is far better than Hocus Pocus, I swear to you. I'm not lying. Hocus Pocus is so friggin' boring.
Didn't even have a story.
I didn't have a story. And Bette Midler is like an old lady with a weak voice. I didn't even look like Bette Midler. She looked like, I won't say who, but somebody I
Catherine
know.
Jimmy looked like she had a stroke.
Yeah, she looked like. Have you seen that movie yet, Hocus Pocus, Joe?
I haven't seen the second one now.
It stinks.
It stinks.
It is so
I'll
bad.
still watch it though.
Yeah,
I
we
have
watched
friends
it.
in it and stuff.
Joe, take Benzedrine to stay awake, okay?
Okay, I'll do that. It's
It's really not good. Not good like
This,
the first
this movie could put you right to sleep.
All right.
So bad.
So now let's move forward. So on the 22nd, you're doing a screening of a new movie. Appetite for Sin is the one we're doing, right?
Woo!
That's correct. Matthew
That's the one we're in?
directed that. No, not that one now, but we're doing a big screening at NoHo 7. And pretty much cast crew, select invites. We might sell some tickets later on. But yeah, should be good.
So
October
tell us about
22nd.
the movie. Did you write what did you do? You produced this one, right?
So yeah, this one I was just a producer. I overlooked the script. It was pretty much all done. Came on set every day. Joe Castro, this is like his first lead-in role, so he actually does pretty good in it. I'm happy to
Joe
see
is doing
him.
good as an actor. For
Yeah,
a
that's
person
good
who's
for
not
him.
trained, he's not had no experience, Joe is fabulous.
He was great as a detective. Yeah.
Not to mention his monsters make me nauseous. I mean, some of them you could throw up from with the guts and the blood. He's a genius. He's a talented genius monster maker. Unbelievable. He's in the film, my film, The Curse of Magic. We're using him to do the special effects.
Yeah, anything with special effects, either practical or CGI, Joe Castro's definitely one call.
Fabulous. The best in the business.
And we had a great casting crew. Devaney Penn was in the film. Eva Hamilton, so many names. Eileen Dietz, Ari Lehman, Friday the 13th, Exorcist.
Right.
But yeah, we're just happy to get it all
I
done.
wrote them down. I didn't write down everybody. I only wrote down the people who I actually am friends with and I know. Linnea Quigley is in it. She's a screen queen from
that's true.
Motel Hell, I think, or I forgot. She has a couple big films.
And she's like the news reporter in that.
Night of the Demons or something. Devaney Penn, Sean
definitely,
Phillips,
Yeah.
Ari Lehman, who was the first Michael Myers in Friday the 13th. Not Michael Myers, the first Jason in Friday the 13th. He's the one who comes out, at the end of the movie. He's been on our show many years ago. Mike Ferguson is in it. Eileen
Mike,
Dietz.
love you, Mike. Love you, Mike.
Robert
Ferguson.
Allen Mukes, who's a huge, big guy.
Oh, yeah. Also, Thousand Corpse.
Bill Victor Erican, Joe Castro, G. Larry Butner, Lovari, which is funny. I don't know how Lovari got mixed in. So we used to hang out with Lovari when we lived in New York. When we lived in Pennsylvania, he would be at all the events we went to in New York. And now I see him in a bunch of these movies. I don't know how he even met all you guys.
Yeah, I don't know, because I know he's big in the music industry, and you guys are too. And I guess he just transferred over to film. And
That's how we
Oh,
met. We met him at a bunch of events with Eileen in New York, and we used to see him all the time. And now every time I see a movie, he's like in it, and I'm like, holy shit, he doesn't even live out here.
oh yeah, he's actually going to fly out too on October 22nd. So we have probably 10, 15 people flying in. So
Oh,
they're
and,
pretty
and
cool.
Michael Stack is in it too. I like him.
Yeah.
We've been Facebook friends for years, but I didn't meet him until you guys were shooting Clowney.
Oh, Michael Stack's great. It was just his birthday too. Happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah, happy birthday, Michael Stack.
I'm very happy to say that our show, we always have nice people on it. I had one creep once abroad, and I kicked her off because she was a nasty bitch. But no, she was horrible. She was ruining the show. She was nasty. She was taking over. She was telling me what to do. It's my show. I'm the interviewer, and you're going to sit there and tell me what to do and what to ask you? I mean, she must have been high. No, not really. No, she got her nipples in a knot. But anyway, I asked her to leave. I said, please leave my show. And she did. And we got mail from people saying, Juan, you should have told her to go fuck herself. I said, I don't do that. I'm not
At least you
vulgar.
did it in a professional way.
No, I'm
at
not,
the time.
I'm not vulgar that way. You know.
So wait, let's go back. So Appetite for Sin. So it's a vampire movie. You're in it too, right? You're in it also.
I am. I'm bartender Jack. So I serve some good brews. Girls come in, have a drink, blood maybe. I don't know. You'll have to see. But yeah, it was a good experience. I shot maybe 2-3 days of acting, mostly producing side. But it's cool to be on the other side of the camera too.
Well, it's nice to do both things because you're learning how to you know how to do everything, and that's important, especially
Well,
since
an
you have to
actor,
put the
a
films
director,
together.
and an actor.
And video editor.
You know, you have to know how to act in order to direct.
Mm-hmm.
Lorene Landon, my most darling, wonderful friend who I love and adore forever. She's like my sister. And I did a wonderful scene in Clown Motel 2, which Joe wouldn't put in the film. Because Lorene Landon, I was sitting on a bar stool, and Lorene Landon said, I'm going to make this really good. She shimmied up my leg, started tongue kissing me and pulling my hair and making sexual moans. It was the hottest scene ever. And Joseph cut it out. But then Joseph said to me he was going to put it in the outtakes. Am
You
I
should
right?
put it in the outtakes.
I'm going to have it in actually probably the documentary we're doing.
There you go.
Because it's a wonderful. She was brilliant. She's a method actress. Lorene Landon is not only
was great.
sexy and gorgeous and beautiful, but she's a wonderful actress. I mean,
She cracked me up when she was spraying the stuff on her boobs and stuff.
Oh,
the
yeah.
soap spray.
she's like, we're both method actors, and we do what we feel is in. Improvisation is important in film. Not necessarily, I've worked with some directors, not Joe, but some directors that don't know their asses from their elbow. And I had to take over, and they didn't like that because actors shouldn't take over. But if the director doesn't know how to get that scene across, it's up to the actor to do it. And Lorene got that water because it was hot as hell in there, and she just threw it across her bosom, and they got wet and sexy. Lorene is so sexy. Anyway, you've got to see Clown Motel.
Oh, you need to clip that out and just send it to us so we can play with it.
I have to have it.
Oh, yeah.
It's real.
But you know what? I think you should put it in the outtake of the film. Seriously, I think people would
Well,
love.
he already did the outtake.
Well,
so.
we're thinking of a 4K version too. So when we actually redo a new version, that'd be good for special
It's
features.
too precious. It's too funny. It's too wonderful. Especially the people that know I'm gay. The gay guy, the straight guys are going to say that fucking Ron Russell. Look how lucky he is. I wish she would do that to me. So I think it's one. I just wanted to give Lorene a plug because I've worked with Lorene a couple of times, and I love her.
Great.
She's a wonderful actress.
So let's go
now.
back.
Let's talk about
No, wait.
the vampire movie.
I'm going back to the vampire because we have the trailer, so everybody can
Yeah.
see what the trailer is going to look like.
I love vampire movies.
It's called Appetite for Sin. You introduced the trailer, Joe, and that way everybody can get an idea. And I don't know if this is the newest trailer. It's just the one I found online, so we'll see.
Okay, maybe if it's the newest one, I'll let you know. I'm the producer. If it is the newest trailer, I edited it. It's Appetite for Sin, coming out October 22nd, and enjoy.
Another death late tonight.
You gotta get me something soon. I'm gonna pull you off this case. You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Questions about what?
5 women were in here, including Detective Sarah Hayes. They were drinking this.
What's that?
Blood.
What happened?
I got fucking bit!
By what? Let's do this thing.
You're a fucking vampire. And I hate fucking vampires.
I can't believe he's still after you, and now he's killing all those women. Everyone will soon see that.
Waiting for someone. Been waiting for a while, and I don't think they're gonna show.
I don't get why you don't just kill the man. You'd end him and get a tasty dinner.
There's fucking vampires.
No way.
Authorities have released who they think is behind all these murders.
I know what your next move is.
Good.
You're gonna try to pin all these deaths on Jeffrey.
I didn't kill him. That bitch was already dead when I met her. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Come here.
Oh,
Just
you're sorry.
don't listen to what they say. It's all fucking like.
Tell me everything you know.
Let me take you to them.
What the fuck is going on?
Let the bloodshed begin, bitch.
You wanna get out of here?
Yo, I fucking love this. I think Devaney Pinn looks super hot.
But this is
As always.
a tit and ass movie.
You know what I like?
Yeah, but it has mystery detectives. It's not all. Yeah, a
All
little.
the guys are going to look at is the tits and ass. They're not going to give a shit about the movie.
Yeah.
Hey, so all
Yeah,
of
that's
you
half of
horny,
them.
all of you horny guys out there, get this film and enjoy it. Make believe, pretend that you're there with them.
One of the girls in the is that the trailer you edited or no?
That is actually, yes. And
Okay.
Joe Blow, took it over. But yeah, shout out to Ricky Herrera, who was actually the lead actor in that too, alongside the guy in the orange jumpsuit. He actually did pretty good as well. And when you see the movie, you'll see throughout the movie his acting.
I know I love it, and I think one thing I liked a lot about it was the music. It totally was reminiscent of True Blood. That's the music.
Oh yeah, that's what we love. True Blood's one of my favorite vampire films. That and Let Me In, Let the Right One In.
Yeah, Let the Right One In is a good one too. Well,
Yeah.
I love True Blood, and I was friendly with Nelson Ellis, who's the black guy who played Lafayette before he died. Until he died, I was friends.
Oh
with him.
really? Oh damn it! I don't know that.
He was super cool, and but the music in that totally made me think of the music from True Blood and True Blood. I even have a bottle of True Blood signed by Nelson Ellis.
Oh, cool.
They signed it in my memorabilia. Do you know what True Blood is? The movie, the TV show?
I don't watch that.
Oh,
shit.
it's so fucking good. I liked
Yeah.
all the episodes. I liked all the seasons except for the
I
season
told you I don't.
where they did the weird shit at the lady, and they were all like I don't know, the weird one. where
Yeah,
they were-
I might have lost it. I think I only watched the first 2 or 3 seasons. Pretty good, but I guess
those
they
are
have
the
7
good-
seasons. So it looks like.
Yeah, but the first 2 are the good ones.
Now,
Yeah, that's what I want.
I'd like to talk about another film that I'm curious about and excited about, and I don't know the name of it. The one where Jimmy and I are. in
That's
bed.
the next one we're gonna do. We're gonna
Oh,
throw it
bad.
I cannot. I hope we shot it. How many ways? 4 or 5 different ways. Correct. We shot it
Yeah.
mild, a little strong, very strong, and outrageous. I hope that Joe picked outrageous because it's shockingly outrageous.
Well, Joe's not the director now. Gino Alfonso is the director and the writer.
So tell him to pick the worst.
The name of the film, you guys, is called Compatible.
Compatible. Yay,
And,
that's the film.
And this one also has a really good cast. I have to say, the cast are getting much better on all these films.
Big cast.
So I wrote down the people I know: Joseph Kelly, Alyssa Dowling, who we love, Mindy Robinson, who's also in Clown Motel 2, Julianne Prescott, Ari Lehman, Eileen Dietz, Sherry Davis, Tammy Smith, Pat Kuznati, G. Larry Butler, Dietrich Thrall, and Timothy Schuyler Dunigan. I know there's a lot more, but those are the people I know. So I only pick out the people I know because I don't know who the other people are.
Anyway, we shot it. Everything is about couples in bed and what they have to say.
No, it's not.
That's what. What's her name? Sherry
Tell us
told
what
me.
the
Sherry
movie's
told
about.
me.
Yeah.
Tell us what the movie's about.
Is Gino actually online too, or no? Is he in backstage or no?
I don't think so, or they would have let
Oh,
they
okay.
would.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Compatible, directed by Gino Alfonso. I produced it, but it's pretty much like an online dating kind of thing where people could judge your dates. So you have cameras, people judge your dates. Viewers are like, I love this date, I hate this date. And you have the nice guy, me, going on dates and things don't turn out so nice later on. And it's definitely a hidden gem. We shot everything, production. We still have to shoot the one scene with Mindy Robinson. But that's it. We're just in post-production for that, and we're hoping for a February premiere. Valentine's Day.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for that film. You know, your films are really interesting. I don't get excited about too many people's films, especially some of them that I'm in. But yours I get excited about. No, because he does weird shit, and I like weird. I like weird more than horror. I don't like blood and guts. Like, I saw a movie where a man got stabbed in the mouth. What movie was that with it?
The one we watched last night?
No, somebody got a big knife went in their mouth.
That was like
I couldn't deal with that.
I think we watched 3D Amityville Horror 3D.
I couldn't watch it.
Okay.
To me, that was beyond gross. I mean, it was scary, and imagine the thought of having a knife in your
So you don't like Hostel, I guess.
No, I love Hostel though.
I'm not a fan of the one with the caterpillars. Everybody eats everybody's ass.
Human Centipede. Okay.
That disgusting piece of trash.
You know that I had all the whole cast of the first one on the show before Ron was on it.
Good thing.
Oh, really?
I was on the show. They wouldn't come back.
It was hilarious.
I would tell them. You must have been hot up, baby.
We even had Tom, whatever his name is, the director guy and the writer.
Those actors had to be hot up. If you ever offered me that script, I'd throw it.
Oh my gosh.
I would hit you with it.
I wonder what the pay was for one of them. Did you find out?
Budgets were low on those, so I don't think they got paid a lot. But several of the people that were in there became really big after that. I mean,
I guess that's the benefit of it.
Let's not even plug it because it's such a.
So hold on, let's go back. So Compatible is a dating thing. We got a trailer for that one too, and I don't know again if this is a new trailer or an old trailer. I found what I could find, but just to get an idea of what
you gotta
it is.
send us all new stuff, Joe.
Yeah, and Compatible, we're actually working on a new trailer now. I got all the footage offline, so hopefully by Halloween, if not November, so we'll get a new one up to you guys. But yeah.
Now, is Clowney's promo really coming out Friday?
Friday or Saturday, I'm aiming for that. But yeah, it's going to be within the week. I'm
I have a lot of people contacting me. They all want to see it. They want to see the promo. They're all excited about it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get like a bunch of little clips together too, and like put it all in this teaser trailer kind of.
You guys will play it next week for you.
And pre-publicity does pay.
But let's go back.
Listen, when I was a kid.
Let's go back though, because you
in
we have to go back to Compatible because we're going to play.
I'm going to make a point, then I'll get there.
Okay.
When I was a kid, we used to wait for the coming attractions, they were called, because we would see what we would want, and they'd say coming in December, and it was July. And I used to remember saying, oh, I can't wait for December to see that movie. So it works. And I hate these people that say, no, don't mention the word. They tell me, you're not allowed to speak about the movie you're in. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a movie. It's not how to cure cancer.
So now let's go back, you guys. So Compatible is not coming out till next year, but
when next? February.
February next year or around. He said around
for the premiere, and then a release right after that. Yeah.
This is also a film produced by Joseph Kelly, and Ron and I have a little teeny role in it, and should be a lot of fun.
Doing it. Loved it. We were laughing so hard. I mean, it was hilarious doing it.
So introduce it for us, Joe, and we'll play
Sherry Davis just stood there with her mouth open. She's like, I can't believe you too.
Yeah, we'll have some good footage to play with. But
I have to plug a movie that Jimmy's producing.
Hang on, wait.
I have to get everything.
No, we have to do this. We have plenty of time.
Anticipation.
No, I know, but I already announced that we're going to do it.
Yes,
so you have to do
everybody out there say,
now,
when is Ron going to shut up so we could see the trailer?
No, play the trailer.
It's called Anticipation.
I have vote of hands.
I love them. You got a couple of bucks you could loan me so I could divorce his fag?
Just quiet. Go. Introduce Compatible. He doesn't have
Okay, I'm producer of Compatible, Joseph Kelly, director Gino Alfonso, and here's a first look, not a first look, but here's a trailer of Compatible. Enjoy.
With Compatible, you will get a unique interactive dating experience that can potentially help you to be safe from unhealthy relationships by having your friends and family watch your date and judge it.
And if I was 30 years younger, man, I'd take it to her.
I could see her and I going out.
Oh, just give him a pity blowjob already.
It's such a violation of privacy. I don't know why you're doing it.
Please, call me
back. It's your mom.
My name is Perry.
Well, it's really nice to meet you, Perry.
I hope you die.
Are you guys seeing this? This is crazy. Should somebody tell Emily?
What do you think of this shit?
This is fucked up. This is really fucked up.
She was kidnapped by that guy she met online. Oh no.
What the fuck is he doing?
Not everyone is who they say they are. Don't put yourself in any dangerous situations. But if something should arise, Compatible is not responsible.
Credits. We were listed in the credits.
Well, of course we're in the credits. We're in the friggin' movie. We're not in the trailer, but we're in the movie. And I'm glad because I want our scene to be surprise for everybody.
Yeah, I think you guys actually shot your scenes after that trailer. I'm not sure.
We did. Yeah, I think we did too.
But, when I do the PR on it, everybody's going to get it just to see what dirty shit Jimmy and I do. And we are really outrageously risque.
People are going to be surprised too. And Alyssa Dallin, she did great as the sister. Bergen, first-time actress and stuff. And everyone. G. Larry Butler was great. Eileen Dietz, they were like the grandparents in the film.
I love the idea, though. Like the one guy says, give him a blowjob already. And then the other old guy says, if I was younger, I'd take it to her. And
Timothy Schuyler. And yeah.
Well, these movies are not recommended for kids.
Of course not. If you're 5 years old, you can watch it.
You have a PG on them, right?
No, Clowney actually is probably going to be our first one that's PG-13. That's what I'm
Why?
trying.
Clowney has no cursing in it.
No, not really. And if we're going to limit the blood and more
There's
visual,
There's nothing dirty or risque. Clowney is the
So what's Clown Motel 2? That's R?
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
They're giving Clowney a rating like that.
PG-13. That's good rating.
Oh, that's a good one?
Yeah.
Does that mean kids can't watch it? You have to be
Yeah.
13?
Yeah, kids like 10 years old. It'll be for 10-year-olds to teens to adults too. So it'll be,
There's nothing really bad. I would let my kids see it. There's nothing bad with it about it.
Your kids are like 40.
One is 47 and one is 52. And I'm 50. But no, I meant when they were children. So far from what I saw of the film, it was very wholesome. Grandfather, grandmother, mother, father, children. Huh?
There is killing shit. Did you save the doll? Oh, yeah, you'll have the doll, right? You should turn that into like an NFT for Clowney.
For Clowney, yeah, and we're actually trying to get into NFTs right now. So we're working with some teams, and hopefully in the next few months we'll be able to do that. And first time explore NFTs.
Yeah, I think that's
well. While we're plugging and keep your
Ron Russell, General Milan, NFT coming soon.
Now that we're plugging, I'm excited. I just finished reading a script that we're shooting in January 10th.
No, don't talk about that one right now.
I can't talk about it. I just read a script that I'm so excited about, and I have a really good part in it, and it's a feature film.
And just don't say anything else.
No.
Can you say, is that the one you're shooting on the East Coast?
I mean, it's so stupid. If I talked about it, that's pre-publicity. Everybody's going to say...
I know, but like contracts aren't signed, so it's not a fucking done deal. And so if you'll jinx it, it's not signed.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx anything.
I don't want to jinx anything.
There's no such thing as jinx.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of haters who don't like
but you know what? You know what? If you're a person, if you are a positive person, a jinx bounces right off you.
Anyway, actually,
Only
I have
if
a
you're vulnerable.
I have a film coming out in November that I co-produced.
You can't talk about it.
I can. It's coming out. It's coming out in November.
I'm actually excited to see that one.
It's called. I have a film called. Oh no, a different one, not that one. We don't we don't talk about it.
Okay.
I have another film called Purgatorium. And right now it's nominated at the Hague Film Festival for Best Feature and Best Actor. It's a European film, and we just signed a distribution deal for it, and I think it's going to come out in November.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
It's called Purgatorium, you guys. So
and if they do a carpet, of course, you're invited.
Yes, absolutely. And okay, so let's ask you some questions. We got about a couple minutes before the.
No, I want to ask you one question.
Okay.
Are you ever going to get married?
I hope so. I just, I said, hey, I'm only 33. I said to myself, 35, wait, focus on my career, try to get things up. And I know some things came in between. But yeah, focus on the career and film right now. And the kid, Gavin, and I think that's it.
Good. I'll still look for you. I'll have a couple in mind.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm serious. I have
we'll do a TV show, The Bachelor.
No, there's a couple of beautiful blondes I know that are looking for a boyfriend. Of course, if your reputation follows you, they're not going to date you, but we'll just say it's all hearsay.
Actually, all the premieres that we've been like Wednesday night, one of his exes was there.
Oh, every premiere we go to, no matter where we go, Joe's got an ex. What are you talking about?
So hey, let's go talk.
Look, he's
horror movies.
uncomfortable.
I know.
With that.
We're going to talk
Look how
about
how
I'm
uncomfortable.
like, what are you talking about?
No, I have to say,
well,
folks.
it might have been a
Wait,
one night.
I have to say,
a
folks.
one night ex.
You know what?
We don't talk about those.
It's never been. It's not always Joe's fault for the breakup. Let's be honest here. Takes two to tango.
Laugh out loud. Saying
It's
in the
that's
chat.
every story.
So let's talk about horror movies, because so basically, like, because have you always had an interest in horror movies?
Actually, no. I started late when I was 13 or 14. I think my first horror movie was The Ring. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I went into The Ring thinking it was a wedding movie, PG-13. I actually didn't know it was a horror film. So that was my first horror film, and I was like, oh, it changed me. So from there, and then it was easy to produce, big audience you could always find, and just a lot of stuff to do with horror. And of course, I'll branch out in the next few years. But yeah, it's always a good place to start and end.
I think my dad would never let me see movies if kids got hurt. So I think the first horror movie that I was allowed to go see by myself, that I didn't have to go with my parents or with somebody, was Phantasm. And, which I love Phantasm. I actually was friends with all the people in Phantasm, and it's a great, great movie. And then I saw Phantom of the Paradise, which wasn't really a horror movie, but it kind of was a horror movie. And then, but like, what's the movie where When a Stranger Calls? Like, my dad wouldn't let me see that, so I didn't see that till I got out of college, because I wasn't allowed to see that when I was like young.
They did a remake of that too, right?
Yeah, the remake wasn't as good as the original. I always like originals better.
My parents never told me not to go to a movie. My cousin Bertha and I went to see Dracula with Bela Lugosi when it was reissued from the 30s into the 40s, and we were scared to death because to see that movie in a theater, it was horrifying. Nobody had ever seen such a thing. Vampires were not in a movie, and nobody knew about what a vampire was. So it was the first time you ever saw somebody drinking blood and all that stuff. Terrifying.
You like the other one though?
I
like Night of the Living Dead.
Well, that was 1962. I'm going back to 1948.
Okay.
When Dracula,
What's your favorite? Like, do you have a favorite horror franchise besides your own?
Yeah, no, yeah, besides my own. No, I'd say Friday the 13th probably. You know, I like Halloween, and Halloween's probably my second.
What you think?
Got Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hitchcock Psycho.
Oh yeah, if you're going back to just singles or anything, yeah, of course the originals. Hitchcock. I'm trying to think of some of the older ones I've watched. I did a film studies class, but I have to rewatch all of those.
Christopher Lee as a vampire. I met him. He wasn't nice.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I hate. It seems like 80% of the people you meet, though, will be nice, and some actors will be stuck up.
I said to Christopher Lee, I so enjoy you as a vampire. And he looked at me and he said, I have done more than that, young man. And he went off on me, and his wife apologized. She said he gets very tough. He doesn't want to be known as a vampire. And I thought to myself, what the fuck else has he done?
Wait, though, I also like the Hellraiser series. I don't know. I guess because I like all the Cenobites and stuff. They've all been on our show, and I've met them all many times. And so I'm big into the whole Hellraiser
Of course,
thing.
we must not forget Marcel Waltz's Blind, which I think is one of the biggest and the best films ever.
For an indie film, yes.
For an indie, I loved it. I enjoyed it. And I loved Sarah's French performance. She was excellent in it.
Wait till he's new.
Very, very much how I would have directed her.
I have to watch the second one, but she did good in the first.
Now they have a new film coming out that I'm dying to see, not allowed to talk about. But I guarantee everybody when they see it, there's going to be a lot of buzz going around in our town.
Oh, that's coming up in November, you guys.
What's coming out in November?
He's going to do a premiere for his new film in
Who is?
November. Marcel.
Oh, November?
November 8th or 7th or 8th, I think he said.
The film that we want to see?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
So if you, let's say, if you could have been in if you could be any horror movie killer, then which one would you want to be if you were going to play one of those? Because you're tall enough and big enough to play a killer.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You could have been Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I have to go back probably with, I don't know, Jason Voorhees probably.
Yeah, Jason. I have a 6-foot Jason. Oh,
I mean,
it's on-
I think you guys, did you ever do Douglas Tate? I know, because I think he was both, Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers, which was pretty cool. And I think there was only 2 other actors that done that before.
When I hung out in when I lived in Florida, I hung out with Douglas Tate a lot at a lot of conventions, and Kane Hodder's, was a friend of mine, and so we pretty much know most of the Jasons. I was
Kane,
really.
He's only like 6 feet though, right? 6'1". I think Douglas is at least 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, Douglas is taller than Kane, but Kane's bigger.
Yeah,
Like,
we
Kane's
don't-
like,
we
big.
don't- a lot of them.
I actually have they all gave me their books, so I have all their books like autographed, and I think
I never played a vampire. I'm dying to play a vampire, and I told Jimmy 2 things I want to play. I want to play a Martian, and I want to play a vampire because I look like a really spooky vampire. I went to a Halloween thing one time, and everybody said, "Oh my God, you are so frightening looking."
What is Steve's name too? The guy who played Jason in the movie, who had the paper sack when they had the sack on his head.
Oh, okay.
Exactly what he wants to play. I'm interested.
Steve, whoever.
So
No, he said Jason. He said he played Jason.
Jason's is a mask. If you had to go into full character, full
Well,
makeup, what
I
would
was
you
gonna,
like?
s-
Oh,
yeah, I
shit.
was gonna say, what do you see compatible with Greg? He's pretty crazy.
Hang on 1 second, you guys, because our next guest is going to come in, but Gino just showed up. Gino, bring him in real quick. So let's say hi to Gino.
How you guys doing today?
Hey, Gino, how you doing?
Good to finally talk to you guys.
Yeah, so we have Joe here. We've been talking about your film, and unfortunately, we can't keep you on too long. But so we've just played a trailer for Compatible. Joe said he's got a new one that they're working on. So congratulations on everybody in it. Tell us your
Thank
idea.
you so much.
You wrote it, right? So congratulations. Tell us a little bit about the film real quick, since we got you on.
Yeah, so Compatible is a horror film about the morality tale about the horrors of online dating and kind of where it's going with this day and age with all the different social medias, TikTok, Snapchat, all the things that could go wrong with all of that, basically, and how scary it could be. You never know who somebody's going to be posing as online when you meet them, if they're really who they say they are, or, if, things can go crazy once you get to know them a little bit.
Actually, we've seen that a lot of movies lately kind of about that too.
Mm-hmm.
But movies follow trends. We know that.
Yeah, definitely. We tried to definitely break a little bit of a trend.
I call
with
some
this one
the toilet bowl movies. I've never seen people on the toilet bowl taking a shit as like nowadays. Every movie you go to, I mean, there's a woman or a man dumping on a toilet bowl. I wish they'd get rid of that trend.
Right? Yeah, definitely not one I've succumbed to yet. So
it's funny too, because these are in really big budget movies,
what's her name?
Julianne Moore. We saw one with
Wiping her
Sarah
butt.
Jessica Parker. I mean,
Yeah.
these are huge people in these movies, and they're taking a shit.
they won't have sex in the movie anymore, but they'll take a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care what they would offer me for money. I would never be in that kind of movie.
Right.
So
I'd be too embarrassed.
So I think that the premise of Compatible is great. I want to congratulate you, because you got a really good cast. We're friends with almost everybody in your cast, and
I hope you picked the dirty scene that Jimmy and I did. The crazy dirty one. It's so outrageously insanely insane. I hope you picked that one. The mild ones weren't so hot.
I think that'll be in the director's extended cut when we do that in about a year.
But the one with Jimmy and I in bed together commenting on, I thought it was quite funny.
Anyway, he gets to choose, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't think of myself as funny half the time.
So
Sometimes
where
I
do
think
you,
I'm stupid.
Gina, where do you
but-
actually live? Because I don't think we've ever actually met you, right? We know
No,
you-
not yet. I'm in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, wow. Is it cold there yet?
Not quite. It's been a little bit rainy. We've had the start of our fall, but we're probably expecting snow within the next month or two.
Sure.
So
Are you-
we'll see
are
how
you
it goes.
Single?
I'm married. I have a husband. We've been together for 11 years this
If you
year.
were single, I would have fixed you
Oh,
up.
yeah, he's a member of Tribe.
Yep.
Oh, I
left out now.
No, I was going to fix you up
It's
with
okay,
Ange-
Joe. You're in Hollywood. You have
I
time.
was going to fix you up with Angelina.
No.
Ange, what's her name? My Angie baby.
Angela Joseph.
Angie, I was going to
She
fix
lives
up
there.
with.
They know each other. I'm sure they
you
know
know
each
Angela
other.
Joseph, right?
She was the producer on the film too, Compatible.
Yeah.
Angela
too.
Joseph with the huge rack. You can't miss her. You see that rack coming before you see her head.
So
It's like a Cadillac, a 54 Caddy coming at you.
So real quick, so tell us where people can find you guys, because like we have another guest that's getting that we have to bring on. Tell us where people can find you guys. Gino, how do people follow you in social media, and if you've got any other films or anything they should be taking a look at? Brag for that.
Yeah, I'm just on about everything. I've got LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Just started TikTok a few months back. Finally got on that bandwagon.
I
So
suck
we'll see
at
how that
TikTok.
goes.
Is it Gino Alfonso on all of them?
Yep, just at Gino Alfonso, Gino.Alfonso for most of them. But yeah, you look me up, you can find me pretty easy. I've got my other 2 films coming out here pretty soon as well, called Harvest with Vernon Wells and The Hostage with Robert Lasardo.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we'll be releasing those pretty soon also.
I love it. All right, Joe, where do we find you?
Just Facebook, Joseph Kelly, Joe Kelly Production, IMDb. Then we have Clown Motel 2 coming out, Compatible, Appetite for Sin, working on Clowny and The Blood and Dart. And yeah, handful more will be coming soon.
And we fucking love you, Joe.
And I have to say, you're all a wonderful group of movies. What a nice bunch of guys that are doing good films. And I suggest everyone, please listen to me. I don't blow smoke up anybody's ass. I tell it like it is. These movies are good. Go watch them. They're better than Hocus Pocus. $28 million. A big piece of
30
shit.
years later.
I'm just going to watch it just because you said that. Now I got to compare it.
What did he say?
He said, I'm just going to watch it because you said that. All right,
No,
you guys.
Joe, please. Whatever you do, go on Facebook. Tell me about it.
Okay, I will.
See you later.
I'll watch it this week.
It is so horrible and boring. I didn't understand it. I kept saying to Jimmy,
There's no story.
Where the fuck is the plot?
Does Bette Midler take a shit in the first 10 minutes?
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
That would have made it better.
The movie would have been at least a pile of shit.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having us.
All right,
Thank you
thanks,
guys.
guys.
Looking forward to meeting you, Gino.
Yes, absolutely.
And Joseph, we love you.
All right, real quick, you guys. We're going to take a quick music break. Here's Gabe Lopez featuring Belinda Carlisle. The name of the song is California. And then we'll be back with our guest, Tracy Burr. Enjoy.
When all the waves come crashing down and I get lost with you, I'm found. Oh, and we take on the neighborhood, the bad and good of Hollywood. Oh,
All the girls and demons collide
at the sunset door.
They can change the stars in your eyes.
When I look into your California, California. You take away my California, California blues.
Okay, everybody, that was Gabe Lopez featuring Belinda Carlisle from the Go-Go's. The name of the song was California. Now we're going to bring on our next guest. We're super excited. Hey!
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You
look
can hear me.
fat.
Okay. My headphones are not the best, but I'm packing and moving, so I packed the other ones and they're gone.
There you go. Okay, no, you're fine. All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented and gorgeous actress, probably producer, I'm going to guess.
A little bit, yeah.
And what else do you do? Actor, producer, writer?
Yes.
Actor, producer, writer, Tracy Burr. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yay. So you already know my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Ron Russell.
Oh, yes, I do.
My new girlfriend.
And we have a chat room.
Yeah, he's
full
my
of-
new boyfriend.
Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody. Oh, wait. I don't see the chat.
No, the chat's on YouTube. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought I was supposed to see it here, but hello,
No,
everyone.
I'm seeing it. So we're like bringing it. So you guys, we went to Ash and Bone, Harley and Katie Wallen's film on Wednesday night. And the favorite person that we met was Tracy Burr. We fell in friend with Tracy. And so we asked her to come on the show. Look at her. She's gorgeous. She's got a great smile.
But she's the nicest, the friendliest, the most wholesome girl you want to meet. I would like you to go out with Joe Kelly. What do you think?
Oh, she saw him.
I saw the tail end of that. And I was
he's
wondering.
Joe Kelly is 6'2" and cute. Nice body.
No,
nice.
I've seen him. I've seen him. In
We
person.
took a picture together that night. I have a picture.
Yeah, we have a picture.
He's a hottie. I'll fix you up.
No, I mean, we're Facebook friends, so I can, just.
Okay, you fix yourself
I
up.
can fix that. No, I just got out of a relationship, so I'm a little.
It's time to go into another one. You always
No.
think positive, honey. The next one could be the one.
I know. No, there's going to be a period of time where I'm single, just focus.
You gotta
Just single and sleep with whoever you want with no obligation.
You
and
gotta,
no strings.
you gotta weed. You have to weed. You have to weed the garden until you find a rose.
Yes. Yes, I agree. So
now, where are you actually from? Because you told me you've been here 2 years. I thought you told me that night.
no, I did not tell you that. No, I've been in LA for about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Yeah.
lot different than 2 years.
And where are you from?
I'm originally from Kansas.
Oh my God, like Dorothy.
Yes, I'm like Dorothy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And how long have you been working in the entertainment industry?
Well, that's an interesting question. I've dabbled for many years. I've studied improv and sketch, taken acting classes, but I didn't really fully commit to auditioning and booking things until 2 years ago. So maybe
That's where I got the 2 years. I knew there was some 2 years in there somewhere.
Well, Jimmy will win. No matter, he'll nitpick, but he'll win.
Hey, I knew it was something with 2 years.
God forbid he's ever wrong. He'll have
No, because I looked too, because you have 39 credits and probably more than a lot of them are in the last 2 years. You did a lot of stuff in the last 2 years.
When Jimmy is wrong, he's impotent for a month.
No.
And I'm happy. So make him wrong. I could use a vacation.
No, that's not true. So one thing I want to bring up though, because I was looking at your credits and you've got a lot of cool credits lately. You're doing a lot of work lately, which is fun. But you actually, I don't know if you were an extra. Somehow you were in the movie May, which is a fucking good movie.
Yes.
And I don't know if a lot of people know that movie, but this is a really good movie.
It's a great movie. So I was not technically an extra. I had a line, but the line got cut. So it's a very, very small role, but it's more like featured. But I was not brought on as a background artist. So I knew the director, and it just kind of, he's like, "Oh, you want to be in the movie? Great." So I was in the movie.
So who's the star of May? Do you remember? Because I mean, it's like 20 years ago.
Angela Bettis.
Yeah, so Angela Bettis, you guys, who's super creepy. And in this movie, what does she do? She kills people and then sews the parts together to make a doll or something? I forgot.
So, I mean, kind of, yeah. So she struggles with social anxiety and she meets all these different people and she likes certain parts of them, but she doesn't like the whole part of them. So she ends up, I guess, going a little crazy, and she takes all the parts that she likes and puts those together.
And tries to make the perfect thing.
Yeah, the perfect person.
I wonder what part she would take of John Hamm.
He's supposed to be well endowed. which is
Wait,
funny.
you've heard or you know for a fact?
We don't know for a fact, but
Okay.
We've seen
Heard.
we've seen
we've seen
pictures.
pictures. And
Well, you got to see it in real time because
they say
pictures
John
and
Hamm.
Photoshop-
John Hamm and Chris Pine, though, they say are like the biggest ones in Hollywood. Like literally, Chris Pine, they say they have to tape it to his leg when he's like working because it's so long.
So it doesn't show.
So it doesn't
but
show.
You know, I feel sorry for those guys because you ask a lot of girls and they say, "No way, I don't want that thing. It's painful."
Yeah.
Well, it's really. I feel sorry for them because they really can't have the fun that most guys can have. Right, Astro will tell you. Astro
This
hung
is our-
like-
this-
my little boys hung too.
Isn't he
This
cute?
little thing.
He's
hung.
Astro.
This is Astro.
Let's see it.
A 7-pound little poodle terrier. Look at him.
Oh, he's cute. He's very
He gets
cute.
away with everything. He's the best. Okay, so so first of all,
I
you guys,
can't stop laughing.
that's okay. You don't have to laugh. You guys, if you want to follow Tracy on Instagram, it's actually up here. IG Tracy Burr 8
Yeah.
TRACIBURR with the number 8.
8.
Why did you put an 8 after it?
Infinity.
Oh, okay,
What is it?
good.
Oh, Infinity.
Yeah,
right.
that's smart.
Yeah.
I like that.
Infinity.
Yeah,
you're right.
thank you.
Okay, so you've done a whole bunch of so first of all, were you a horror fan? Are you a horror were you a horror fan? Or did you just start acting in a bunch of horror
Excuse me.
movies?
The word is horror, not whore.
Horror.
He has a
I'm
Florida.
not a horror actress.
He says
I'm
whore. It's horror.
How do you say horror?
Horror.
How do you
Horror.
say?
I say horror.
Oh, you say whore too?
Yeah,
no,
just
I
like
say
me.
horror.
But I have to emphasize horror.
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 If you pronounce it correctly, it's horror.
Horror.
Okay. Anyway.
Horror.
Okay,
New
so
York-
what
New
is
York
wait,
accent,
what are some
horror.
of your favorite horror movies then? Like not the one.
Okay. Oh man. See, I asked you if I was supposed to prep, and you said no. And now I'm so bad when I'm put on the spot.
Don't worry about it. It's a family show.
Cloverfield Lane.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah. What is it? The numbers? 9:20.
Oh, well,
Oh, look this up.
Cloverfield Lane was a good movie
Yes,
though.
that's one of my favorites.
I don't think anybody's ever picked that either because everybody always picks something with like an iconic killer, and Cloverfield Lane didn't have one.
So I wouldn't say that I'm like a die-hard horror fan.
Okay.
I like horror, but I like all genres. I mean, I love comedy, I love drama, I like a
We are
good,
too. Oh, me, I am like that too. He doesn't really like horror, but he's just in them.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain movies that stand out to you, and you're like, oh, that's cool, and it's classified as horror. But God damn it!
Like if you were gonna be, let's say, okay, so like what's your go-to movie? Like, okay, you're like it's a rainy day and you want to just relax and you're gonna pick out a movie. What movie would you watch? It doesn't. I mean, in any genre.
Being John Malkovich.
Oh, great movie.
What movie?
Being John Malkovich.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I like a good twist. I like a good oh, I didn't see that coming.
Right.
And I like it. Huh?
Hitchcockian movie.
Yeah.
Hitchcock.
Yes.
You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
Oh, no,
But
I like it too.
I will say I'm a bigger comedy fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were going to be in a comedy movie, like if you like any comedy movie that's ever been made, what movie would you have wanted to been in? Like, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite comedy?
Oh my God.
Like I have my own, like my favorite movies. Like my favorite movie of all time is Pretty Woman. I've seen it 8,000
But I
times.
could see her like in The Wedding Guy, the Wedding movie, that sort of a movie.
Oh,
The Wedding Maker. What is it?
Oh, the one with
Wedding Maker.
What is it
No,
called?
the what?
Wedding Planner?
Yeah.
No, not Wedding Planner. The one with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Yeah, I could.
Wedding Crashers, I think it was called.
I
or
could
Wedding-
see you as a comedian, a beautiful comedian in one of those nice, light, happy movies, the feel good movies.
What's it called?
Yeah,
Wedding
feel good movie.
Wedding Crashers, I think it's called.
No, Wedding Planner.
No, it's not. Wedding Planner.
What were the three beautiful blondes in it?
Wait, let me look it up. Wedding Crashers is
Crashers.
a movie.
With Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. It's the most fun. It's the
Yeah,
funniest
but who are
fucking
the
movie
blondes?
ever.
Who are the blonde girls that played it?
Yeah, see, they even wrote on here, Wedding Crashers. That's
Who are the three
That's
blonde?
Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, Christopher Walken, Rachel McAdams. Yeah.
yeah, it's a very funny movie. You could play the Rachel McAdams role in a
2005.
second. You should watch.
Thank
It.
you.
Never seen
No,
it. It's very good.
I would cast you in a feel good, light comedy, fun movie.
Like This
Yeah.
Is 40. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
I like This Is 40.
I mean, I also could probably cast you as a drama person. You know, you're an
Yeah.
actor. You could be anything you want.
That's the thing is like I feel like I have such a like I like all across the board. As long okay, so the thing for me is the movie quality? Is there substance? Is there depth? Does it make you
Good
kind of
script.
oh my God, I didn't see that coming. Like that's the kind of movie I like. So it doesn't really matter if it's horror or comedy or drama or a psychological thriller. Like I love it all.
That's perfect though.
No, I agree. I like that. I don't want contrived. I know this plot before I've even seen the movie.
So let's brag a little bit for you. So you guys, in a very short time, she's done a bunch of films.
Yeah.
She's
Jimmy, can I just say, for the year 2021, I set the intention I was going to film 21 projects.
Okay.
And you did. And I did. I actually did 23. On IMDb, it's a little different because some of the projects show up as like 2022.
Right.
But I can say with certainty I filmed 23 projects.
So we're very good friends with all the Alien Danger people. So you were in Alien Danger 1 and 2 with Raven Van Slender. It's a James Balsamo film.
Yes.
With Bill Victor Arakan. I don't know. Doug Bradley had a cameo, like a voice cameo in one of them. Sherry Davis, Rob Halford. I don't know how they got Robert Halford from Judas Priest. That's very cool. Vernon Wells, G. Larry Butler, Al Burke, Robert Felstead Jr., Ozzy Capri, Tracy Coco, a whole bunch of cool people.
Yes. I love Tracy.
I think we had her on about 4 months ago.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
She's fabulous, and we're doing a movie with her in January.
Oh,
and,
nice.
And then and both of those films, didn't they both premiere at the Chinese theater, at the actual Chinese theater?
Yes. And funny enough, so the first premiere, they played the first movie. And then the second premiere, they played the first movie by accident.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
She said there's two movies. In the first movie, they played the first movie. In the second premiere, they played the first movie by mistake. Oh, so everybody came and watched it again.
Yeah.
And nobody corrected them?
Was that the stupidest thing?
And nobody corrected them?
Who are these morons?
I think they didn't have the second movie, so they couldn't play the second movie. I think it was like,
put you up on the stage.
Oh my gosh,
singing.
that costs so much money though to premiere a movie there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's like a fortune.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But the premieres were fun. Red carpet, after party.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely.
Well, that's because it was so nice they played it twice.
No, but you have some other good ones. So first of all, you've done a bunch of James Balsamo films, and I also know you've done a bunch of Dustin Ferguson films, which we had him on our show many years ago.
Yes.
And I wrote down some of them, and I don't know if these are all theirs or not, but I'm writing down the films because we know some of the people in it. Hell of the Screaming Undead with Lynn Lowry, Robert Mukes, Janet Lopez, who was at the event last week. Jen Nangle, who was at the event, but I didn't know who she was, so I didn't meet her, unfortunately.
Oh.
Noel Jason and Mel Novak. Yeah, I didn't know that's who she was. I saw her, but I didn't know who she was.
Mel Novak, he's really such a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
And I'm happy that there's somebody for once older than me around. Usually I'm the Mel is way older
Is
than
he
I
older than you?
He's older than much older than I am.
Like
Do you know how old
10
he
years,
is?
20 years?
I'm
I don't
82. Mel has got to be.
We can look and
80.
see. I don't even. Oh, I bet they won't tell us.
I know how old you are, Ron, because you told me at the premiere, and I was like, wow, amazing.
Well, not so amazing.
64, right?
Yeah.
It's good to
She's 64, right?
Who's 64?
You.
I'm 64.
That's what she said. She's joking. Come on, get with it.
It's a joke, Ron.
My dog is in my arms, and he won't sit down. See him? He's cradled in my arms.
He's
And-
adorable. He kind of blends in with your shirt, though.
Yeah, but when he's
he does.
When he's in my arms, I go into a trance because I love him so much. You have no idea.
Actually,
I love him beyond life itself.
You did another movie too, though, with James Balsamo. It Wants Blood, and that
James
one has
is a nice guy.
James is a nice guy. He always wears wild jackets everywhere we go.
We like James a lot.
So It Wants Blood with James Balsamo, Bill Victor Arakan, Eric Roberts, Steve Railsback, Felissa Rose is a good friend of ours. Al Burke's a good friend of mine. Tuesday Night, Brink Stevens, Eileen Dietz, and Alyssa Dowling. Those are all like everybody knows who those people are in this genre. So James.
Absolutely.
I can remember James Balsimo's first movies. We actually met him at a horror convention when we lived in Pennsylvania many years, 10 years ago.
Oh, cool.
And his movies were really, really bad. And he was basically from the like, what's the guy who makes those freaking terrible movies? He makes oh shit, I can't. Lloyd Kaufman. He comes from like the Lloyd Kaufman,
got it. Yes.
school of like $8 movies, and and he's really progressed and really grown in the last 10 years. Now his movies are actually good. People want to see them; they're really good. But when he started, they were so bad, and he'd be at conventions, and he was cool. He was very enthusiastic and stuff. But I'm so happy to see that he's really grown, like as a director and a writer, and his movies have gotten significantly better, and people now want to be in his movies.
Right. Yeah, I love watching artists grow and evolve. And I also love that, oftentimes a director will make a movie, and then when it first comes out, it's like nobody cares. And then maybe 10 years later, everyone's like, oh my God, this movie's amazing. Right? So it's cool how those things can evolve.
Yeah, that's super. I love it.
Even years back when Orson Welles made his movie about Hearst Mansion, what was that one called? I forgot.
Oh, Hearst Castle?
The one about, here we go.
Patty Hearst?
No.
Oh.
About the famous multi-gazillionaire, the owner of the LA Times. What the hell was it called? Famous movie. It bombed. It was terrible when it came out. No one would go see it.
Right.
Now it's the ultimate classic.
Oh, cool.
And Orson Welles did it with Joseph Cotton and Agnes Moorehead and a bunch of people. The movie was called Rosebud, where he has a sled.
Yes.
Rosebud. What in the hell is? I'm getting senile.
Do you like
I
old
think
movies?
you're making me senile.
Do you like old movies? Do you watch any old movies or no?
Sometimes.
Okay, like Ron loves the Turner Classic Movies, black and white.
Yeah, except I'm
movies.
starting to forget things. It's terrible.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I remember watching Charlie Chaplin a few years back, and I was like, damn, this is amazing. Like, this really holds up. But I can't think of a movie off the top of my head. I can't think of any movie right now. So
You need to, okay, so if you want to watch like some good old movies, and Ron will probably disagree, but like my favorite ones, because I had never seen a black and white old time movie until I met Ron. Now I've seen like hundreds of them.
Oh,
North
cool.
by Northwest with Cary Grant.
That's in color.
Oh, it's in color. I don't care if it's black and white. Older
No, but
movies.
you said your first black and white movie.
I know, but I didn't watch anything on Turner Classic
Your first
Movies.
black and white movie were Betty Davis movies.
No, anyway, no, but I'm saying the best movies from like that generation of classic Hollywood. North by Northwest is a great one. There's another one called like Three Wives for Three Brothers.
Letter to Three Wives.
Letter to Three Wives, phenomenal movie. What's the other ones I like? There's a few I like a lot. There's one that's just a lady's name or a guy's name, one name.
Who's in it?
I don't remember.
Oh, well, it's another one that brain dead.
We're all having these moments.
It's not my thing. Like my favorite movies, like without it, like my go-to movies, Pretty Woman. I've seen it literally probably 1,000.
Pretty Woman was a
Lost
damn
Boys.
good movie.
I love The Lost Boys. I've seen it a
yeah.
million times, and I used to be friends with all the people, even though most of them died now. And The Lost Boys and
everybody I know is dead.
Well,
I lost Jane Russell. I lost Mr. Blackwell. I lost Lana Turner. I lost Hayworth. These are people that I've met and known over the years.
And Lance Henriksen movies. Lance Henriksen's my favorite actor.
I mean, everybody I loved from my era are gone.
Did you ever see Near Dark?
No.
Oh my God. You have to see Near Dark. Is the best vampire ever made.
Really?
It's Lance Henriksen. It's a totally unusual kind of one. I think it's having its like 50-year anniversary now or something.
I'm
But it's
writing it down.
really good movie called Near Dark with Lance Henriksen. And you will like love it. It's like the best. It's my favorite out of all of them.
Who cares?
I do. I do.
I don't know how
she's writing it down.
I don't know how we're number 11. We're number 11 in the world's best podcast show.
Celebrity interview shows.
So I don't know how we got that. He must have paid somebody off.
I didn't pay anybody off.
I mean,
I don't have anything to do with it.
I mean, people are tuning in because you have good guests and
we have good guests and we're funny and
banter.
Say you never know what anybody's gonna say.
That's because
you never know. I could say something really crazy.
Right, Astro, you're the star of this show.
Actually, though, you've made a bunch of movies with Mel Novak.
Yeah,
like 4 of them, and then you have a TV series called Bite, but it didn't have any information. Is it coming out soon?
So
You're-
Bite is my friend Christine Twyman. It's a web series. She might be shopping it as a pilot. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she's self-producing. It's a vampire series, and I play a vampire.
There you go. He wants to play a vampire.
I'm dying to play a vampire.
He wants to
you?
play a vampire. And what's the other thing you want him to play?
Somebody from
Oh
outer
yeah,
space.
he wants to play an alien or a vampire.
Oh, well, why don't you contact James Balsamo? He's doing Alien Danger 3. I'm sure he would slip you in as an alien.
Oh yeah, he'd put you in as an alien.
I want to be a vampire.
Oh,
You want to be an alien vampire?
you could be an alien vampire. That's.
I went to a party once as Count Dracula, and everybody said, "Ron, this is absolutely the best I've ever seen you as an actor." I didn't do much of anything. They just said that my eyes and my face were so scary because of my cut features, my cheekbones and chin, and of course I had fangs in.
Yeah. I think vampire is perfect for you. I see you kind of slicking your hair back.
Yeah, and dyeing it,
Veiling your face a little.
Yeah.
The teeth.
He could totally fit. So wait, so as a writer, it's like, have you written any screenplays? Have you made any screenplays?
No screenplays yet. I mainly have focused on writing comedy sketch.
Okay.
So, although I will be writing a screenplay. I can't give any more details, but I will very soon.
Another one. I hate this mystery shit.
I'm
Nobody.
sorry.
You got to give us a little bit.
I can't.
Is it you're afraid somebody's going to steal it?
No.
Present day period monster.
It's present day. No monsters. I think it's like a. Oh, I can't talk about it.
Okay.
I actually didn't clear it with the person if I could talk about it. See, this was on the list of things I needed to prep for.
We never know what we're going to ask anyway. So there's no way to prep because we don't know what we're going to ask.
That's true. Okay, just leave it a mystery. That's okay.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I keep screaming over and over again. Pre-publicity sells films.
No,
You
I
gotta
know.
We haven't even written it yet.
It's not even written.
It's not even written yet.
I thought she said she wrote it.
No, she's writing.
No.
Writing it. It has not even
I
written yet.
will.
So it's different. Yeah.
Future tense be writing.
Okay, so then let's talk about cute guys in Hollywood. If you were gonna be in a movie with any, pick 3 guys in Hollywood that you think, oh my god, I'd love to be in a movie with them.
And not me. I'm taken.
And if you were gonna have an affair with them, that could have been okay. Who Hollywood guys you
one,
work with?
Ian Somerhalder.
Oh wow, Ian Somerhalder.
He's hot.
He's from Vampire. What's that?
Diaries. Vampire Diaries.
Your daughters love him too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
He's more TV than movie.
Yeah, he's a little more TV. Sam, hold on, I gotta look up his last name. He was on
What show?
He was on Sam Heughan?
Oh, Sam Heughan. He just did a movie not too long ago for Michael Damian, who's a good friend of ours. He was in a Michael Damian movie where he plays
okay. If you're gonna set me up with anybody, set me up with Sam. Okay?
A lot of people like him a lot.
Of course, because he's hot. What are you talking about?
They were trying to get him to be Superman at one time.
But you know something?
Back a couple years ago.
You know something?
What?
You said something that I intend to do. When I meet him, I will give you a name. I will say this girl is really.
Oh,
pretty.
it wouldn't be hard to meet him, I don't think, because we know people who know him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get him on the show.
Michael Damian, I understand, has a wonderful TV show now on that corny channel where everybody's mushy and lovely. What is it called? The romance.
He's got a new movie coming out though in November.
No, but he's got something coming, a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
coming.
with Lindsay Lohan. It's her first movie in 13 years.
And it's going to be on that network, that mushy one.
Yeah, Lifetime or one of those.
Like one of those,
or Hallmark or one of those.
Hallmark, that's the word.
Sam's done a bunch of Hallmark movies too.
Oh, okay. I just know him from Highlander.
Highlander, yeah, which is a good show.
It's a great show. Oh my god, it's intense. You've seen the whole thing.
We've only watched like a couple of episodes, so we didn't. Yeah, the problem with us,
we don't have time.
The problem, the problem is like I have to watch whoever's coming on the show, so it's hard to watch other shit because I need to watch their shit so I can talk about it.
We watch 2 movies every night.
If
So
we're not-
that's how many movies a month?
a lot.
Like 60-something movies
Yeah,
a month?
that's a lot of movies.
Well, because we have friends that are in these movies, and we have to watch them because they're our friends.
Of course.
And other movies that we watch because we have to. I don't know why, for his reasons. Some of them stink.
Well,
I
so
can't
who's your
even sit
third
through them.
person? Who's your third person?
Honestly, so you both maybe you knew him before, but I would love to work with Deep Roy.
Oh,
Because we just met him.
oh, we've been knowing him for years.
I'm
Oh,
going.
you known him for years. Okay. So
Deep Roy.
I didn't watch Eastbound and Down, but
I didn't either.
I looked him up and wow, he's
like
hilarious.
Yoda, and he's like the
I
biggest
know.
character people. He was the only Oompa Loompa in Johnny Depp's
Yes.
Chocolate Factory. He's all of them. All the Oompa Loompas.
He's all of them.
All of them.
Yes,
Oh, no.
and I watched the interview with that, and he learned how to play guitar and the drums, and he learned how to do all these different things for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But also, he was in Neverending Story.
Yes.
But they dubbed his voice, which threw me off because I was like, oh yeah, that's not his voice. That's somebody else's voice.
I'm actually friends with who's the star of Neverending Story now? I forgot his name. Who played the kid?
Oh really?
I'm friends with him. He's been on our show. He's been on our show. I just forgot his name. God, I am getting old. The fuck, I can't remember people's names.
We're having senior moments today.
It's a senior, but he's
he
a really nice guy. Yeah, he's still acting. Mostly he goes to conventions all the time. He's leaving today for Europe to go to Germany or someplace. I don't know, to sign.
Are you
His
talking about Barrett Oliver?
No.
And you spoke to him today, and you can't remember his name.
No, I didn't speak to
Noah
him.
Hathaway.
Noah Hathaway, yes.
Noah
He's been on our show. He's been on our show a couple of times, and he's been in some movies that I've worked on.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Um,
Anyway, so those are my three.
Okay, and if you were going to get to work with females, no love interest whatsoever, no carpet munching or anything, just like three actresses that you think are cool.
Shocking. What kind of talk is that?
Just three cool actresses that you think are cool. Who would you like to work with?
I'm shocked.
And don't say
Catherine-
Meryl Streep.
Catherine Keener.
Oh, she's
Who?
very nice.
Who?
I met her at a Barnes and Noble one time.
Who?
She was very nice, Catherine Keener.
God, I love her.
She was super nice.
I know Kathleen Turner.
No, Catherine Keener. You know her. If you saw her, you know her.
Catherine Keener, yes.
You know who Kathleen Turner is?
Kathleen Turner.
Yeah, Kathleen Turner. Yeah.
Romancing the Stone.
Yes. I mean, she's great, but she's not on my list.
No, she wouldn't be on my list either.
I love Kathleen Turner. I thought
Catherine Keener wouldn't be on my list either, though. So
Kathleen Turner.
go ahead.
That's okay.
Job
Who
in
else would be on
The
your list?
Let me
Roses.
I just
think.
don't want you to say. I just don't want you to say Meryl Streep because 50% of every girl says Meryl Streep, and I'm like, fuck
And
that.
she's not the most generous actress to work with.
Oh, really?
So I've heard.
With her?
No, we haven't worked with her.
No, but I've
Oh,
heard that if you're not a big star, she doesn't give you much time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have to be the lead.
Let me think here. Gosh. I mean, I do really like Nicole Kidman.
Oh, I like Nicole
Love
Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
I liked her better when she didn't fuck up her nose. She did too much nose jobs, but she looked better.
Oh,
She had her younger nose, but she's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah, she's
Phenomenal actress.
spectacular. And then I think I mean there's a lot of women, but I think Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Yeah. She's
I
really
think-
funny.
I think she's so funny, and I she'd be someone who I would like to like. I'd like to at least meet her because she's
Yeah.
you know who she is.
Of course I do.
Okay. The only thing I didn't like the Ghostbusters with all the women in it, but I like all her other stuff. Like Tammy was hilarious,
And
and,
when she played the cop, she was funny as all.
and the Wedding Crasher, the wedding one, or whatever about the
What-
wedding.
what-
not
what-
Wedding Crasher.
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids was
Bridesmaids.
hilarious.
Yeah,
no, I
that was
you're in a cop movie
great.
with actress I like.
Oh yes, she was in a movie with Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
And they're both cops.
I like that.
Sandra Bullock's, yeah, what is it called?
it's the cop one, right? It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cop.
Sandra Bullock's the FBI agent, and she's the cop. She's hilarious in
She
that.
was so sarcastically funny.
We watched that. That was a very good movie. I've seen that movie like 10 times actually. It's very funny.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
She's very funny though.
I think
agree.
Melissa's just naturally, she's just like, I think having a conversation with her, she'd just be hilarious. Like, she's just very natural.
I wonder if she's funny in real life because a lot of times comedians are funny on screen and when they're doing their shtick, but then they're not. The Heat.
No,
It's called The Heat. Thank you, Juan.
The Heat. Okay.
Heat, yes.
No, I think, no, she strikes me as a person who's just would be very like friendly, personable, like, you know,
You could totally do. You should
never
do.
know.
You should do comedy. Well, see, he like did some stuff with Joan Rivers.
I knew Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
And Joan, off camera, was not funny at all. She was the most serious businesswoman and very, very bright, but not funny. And I said that to her one day. I said, "Why is it in your real world you're not funny?" She said, "Well, pay me and I will be." You know, and I agreed with it. I agreed with that. You know, pay me and I'll be funny.
I mean, I think there's this sort of expectation that, you know, entertainers are always on and they're always there to entertain every second of the day.
No.
And it's not true. Like, people need their downtime, they need their privacy. They're still human beings. They still have emotions. They still have to deal with life. So
Oh no, we hang out with like a lot of well-known people, and,
Right.
and like if they're at dinner at our house, they're totally different than if they're at a premiere and they have to be on. You know, like they're just
People
like normal
think
people.
that I'm outrageous on TV and screen, which I am. I have no filter. But in private, I'm very prudish and very straight-laced, which is very hard for people to believe. No, it's true. Tell them, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's vanilla.
I am vanilla. No, I'm the opposite of what I am when I'm on TV or movie.
Ron, I just love your tone. Your tone is
No, but it's true. I am so straight-laced, you would not believe it. Prim and proper.
No, and I can't. We live in a house with a fence. I mean, we have like we have like a fairy tale like little like we go to dinners and we go to movies and we have a little. We don't have a picket fence, but we have a fence and 3 dogs. You know, like we're just very
like Doris
you know,
Day.
but then when we go out, we want to have fun, and we, you know, it's easy for us to meet people that like we met you. It's easy. We don't have any problem walking up to anybody and talking.
I love it.
And
I
and
love
that's how we meet so many. That's how we meet cool people like you.
You know, when you're networking, you have to be interesting, or people won't know who you are.
Well, of course, you can't just be.
You know, networking is the same as acting. It is acting. When you go to a premiere, you have to be sociable. I've been to red carpets where some of the actors or actresses have been snobby and cold. And guess what?
And he tells them.
No, I have one actress whose shit didn't smell, and it was a crappy movie. She was the star. She thought who she was. And I said to her, "Why don't you smile? You know, give us a break." I said, "You're not very attractive if you don't smile."
That's only a $2 movie.
Just what every woman wants to hear. Smile more.
Well, you know what? She was not a nice person.
Everybody should be nice and friendly.
I mean,
I know. I agree.
I saw people go up to her to talk to her and her turn her back on them to talk to somebody else. No, she was not. And you know what? I've never seen her again, and she's never been in another movie. So she really screwed up her career. This was years ago. She screwed up her career.
Look how friendly everybody was at Harley Wallace thing. Everybody was. Some of the people there were extremely well known.
Everybody,
you know, and they were very
great. Deborah Lamb, that was the first time I met her. She was awesome.
She's awesome. And what about Jan Birch? Jan Birch and Sean Whalen, they're big. And they're big. Sean Whalen was in Twister with fucking all the
I have learned a long time ago. The bigger they are, the nicer they are. It's the little shit asses that think who the hell they are, that are nasty and rude.
That's
the
true.
wannabes. But the
reality stars, the people on reality shows and like they're on for a season, they're the worst out of everybody.
I mean,
I've never been a reality star.
Those that made it in the business, they're not going to be
they're nice.
tough and rough. They're
we
easy going.
We have like 30 seconds, so hold on. So you guys, this is Tracy Bird. Check her out on IMDb. Watch all her movies that she's in. She'll have new movies, and we're going to be friends with her. So we'll give you guys updates.
Are you coming up to
Are you going to Halloween Hotness?
I don't even know what that is.
October 29th. Go to HollywoodHotness.com.
Okay.
And it's really cheap, but it's a big red carpet thing. Everybody's going to be there. It's on the rooftop of Madame Tussauds in LA.
Right. And you get to go to see all the wax dolls for free.
And they got 2 red carpets, and there's a lot of famous
people. We went
people
last
going.
year. It was wonderful. This year, Jimmy and I are guests of honors. So we're going, and you'll come and meet everybody.
It'll be fun. You'll know everybody. Joe Kelly, everybody will be there.
Everybody will be there.
Everybody will be there.
Good place to network. You can come in costume or not, but we prefer you come in costume.
I'm not.
Okay, I'll feel it out.
Or costume.
Oh, I am a costume. Anyway, if you want information, send me a message, and I'll get information because I can hook you up with the guy, and you can talk to him.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
It's a good
So you guys, Follow
good place
Tracy, you
to
guys,
be,
on
honey.
Instagram. It's Tracy, TRACIBURR, the number 8 for Infinity. We think you're terrific. We hope to get to know you much better, and we'll see you soon.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Okay.
Bye.
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 What a sweet girl. What a nice girl. Oh, she's still on. See, I talk good about you behind your back.
I'm still here.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much, chat. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
All right, we got a
Bye.
great show next week, you
Bye,
guys.
sweetie.
We've got a great show next week. You guys are gonna love it, and the promos will go out tomorrow. And Juan, thank you, and we'll see everybody next week. Bye, everybody.
Oh, so even my dog got bored. He started to yawn. What, you didn't like our show, Astro? Come on, be a sport.
I don't hear the music.
Can turn out to be so wrong.
Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest up to date celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live, and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.